Yo dudes, this is just a random video. Random means random, and means don't mean fucking anything. Yesterday or 2 days ago, I made a video about these cults, and sometimes the way I explain things, I'm not real clear. I know what I mean, but then I say it in a way where it might confuse people. So I just want to make things straight with people. As far as the Wilson Combat magazine having trouble going into the cult, you can get it in there. You can get it in there. A guy told me, well, if you push the magazine button in, it'll go in. I understand that, but you shouldn't have to do that. You should not have to do that. You should be able to slide it in, and there should be just a little bit resistance, and then it clicks in. Like I said, if I was a police officer or a speed shooter or someone in competition, I'm not going to use a magazine where I'm going to have to push the button in to get it in. So that means that magazine is not good for that gun. Now, another guy got all ass hurt. I've had problems with this dude before, and I'm just tired of his shit. So I'll just block him. I'm done with him. He likes to argue. I don't like to argue on YouTube. I'll bicker back and forth with someone a little bit, but if it turns into a big argument, I'm done with him. Done with him. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to have fun, not sitting here and argue with these fucking guys. Anyway. When you have a pistol, the magazine should go in nice. You know what I'm saying? The magazine should go right in. It should go right in. Boom, 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 boom. You dropped your mag. You're putting your new one in. That's the way it should go in. Okay. Now, if you have a magazine and you change it, and I'm not going to force it, and you do this, and it's doing this, and you have to push this in real hard to get it in there, and it don't even really click in there good, and then it goes in. That ain't no good. It's no good. That's bullshit. Okay. I will not use this on my Colt. I will not use this on my Colt. I will not use this. You hear me? I will use this on my Colt. I will use the one that goes in there nice and easy and efficiently. The ACMAG. On this Colt. Now, I got a lot of comments where people were saying, well, my Wilson Combat magazine works fine on my Colt, Pete. Alright, so, alright, dude. Well, guess what? Then your Colt's made slightly a little bit different than mine. My particular Colt, right there, which is my best shooter, I shoot best with this gun, the black gun. I can shoot the best with, out of all the guns in my whole cabinet. That and the SIG 226 I shoot the most accurate with. I don't know why. That particular Colt doesn't like the Wilson Combat magazine. Now, does that mean all Colts don't? Obviously not, because people were leaving me comments saying they have Colts and they use Wilson Combat magazines. So, okay, that's fine. But the one Colt that I have right there, that Model 080 series, Commander size, it's a Combat Commander, that particular model right there doesn't like the Wilson Combat mags. They don't like it. So I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to force it. And another guy said, well, if you take the the magazine release out and file, dude, I ain't filing shit down. This is a $1,000 gun. You think I'm going to file parts down on a $1,000 gun so a $25 magazine can go in there? No. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to use the other 20 different magazines that can go in there. It just doesn't like this one. But I'll still use this magazine because it works fine in the Springfield. See how nice? Works good in the Springfield. So there's nothing wrong with the magazine. It's my particular Colt, how it's made. It's a little finicky with the Wilson Combat magazine. Okay. So I just wanted to get that straight. I'm not saying that all Colts don't like Wilson Combat magazines. I'm not saying that. But I'll tell you this. It's not only Wilson Combat. It's a couple other manufacturers too, because I've had 5 Colts, and I swear three of them didn't like certain magazines and liked other kinds of magazines. I don't know why they're like that. I was even talking to Bill, Mr. 45 Bullet. I don't know if he wants me to tell anybody this, but he had a Colt, and he had the same problem. Certain magazines fit in there nice and easy, and certain ones he had to jam them in there. I'm not blaming Colt, but I think there's certain ones that are made. Maybe the magazine button that locks into the notch is just a little bit of a different size than the rest of them, or maybe it sticks down further than the rest of them. It's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker. Colts are my favorite guns in the world. They're West guns. They're 1911 guns. They're modern. Modern revolvers. They're modern semi-autos. The Colt's awesome. Colt's the golden bird of pistols, and that goes for cowboy guns and semi-autos. And I mean, they're the ones, man. Okay. So I'm not saying nothing bad about Colt. It's just it has an issue with that. My particular Colt, that one right there, has an issue with that magazine. Okay, there you go. Damn, I'm tired of hearing my voice. How the hell can you guys listen to me? I get on my own nerves. So it's because of the weight, because I'm getting fat because I'm not active. Again, I'm not active again, so the weight comes on. Bill said his cat Squeaky says I'm fatter than him. That's pretty funny. You know, when Bill donates himself to science, they're going to use his ass for ballistic gel. Yes, they are. They're going to test hollow points on it. So you can bet your little hiney hairs that some Colts have issues with some magazines. It's not a big deal. Doesn't mean Colt's a piece of shit. That didn't even cross my mind. I just look at the magazine. Well, I'm not going to use this for this Colt. That's all. But if if you have a Colt that accepts any kind of magazine, then you're a lucky little bastard. God bless you. Okay. All right, just a random video, quick follow-up on the last video. I just wanted to get some things straight. And another mistake I made, because you know what? This is what happens when you're not thorough when you're doing videos. You got to think about what you're going to say. I mean, I know what I mean, but I guess I got to say it more clearly. When I say you can't just order a bushing for a 1911, what I mean by that is you have to know the size of the 1911 and the caliber of the 1911 before you order a bushing. Because people that are new out there, they think 1911s are just 1911s. They don't know they come in 3.5-inch barrels. They don't know they come in 4-inch barrels. They don't know they come in full size. They think 1911s are all the same. It doesn't matter. You can order parts and they all fit. That's what that video was about, just to show you that there's different 1911s get different size parts. But I wasn't clear. I didn't say different size frames. I'm sorry. Okay? No big deal. Alright, just a little correction video. I know, I look like an idiot. Alright, I'll see you guys here.